Planet Hank Live. The absolute finest entertainment on the internet. Join us in fighting back against evil.
It's hotter than a blacktop in July. Sweating like a sinner in a church. And I just wanna get out with my crew tonight and shoot at the lights. Got a couple 40s full of pops and fun. Looking for a good time, gotta live it up. Leave behind the city, hop inside my truck. No, we don't give up. We're gonna paint the night red. Hoot and holler till we're dead. We're down to turn up. We're up to get down. Saying, hey, y'all.
Okay. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. The finest entertainment on the earth. Look at this. Let me set the mood. Let me set the mood in here a little bit. How's everybody doing? It's the holidays. Let's get this going. We're streaming the Planet Hank Live show, 8 p.m. Thursday, every Thursday. She says, hello, Merry Christmas to you. The finest form of entertainment streams every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Brattleboro is lit. We stream on all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Elon Musk's favorite platform, the finest platform, X. If you're just getting in here, make sure you share this stream up. It is a special holiday-themed stream, if you will. A holiday-themed stream. We're going to share it into some groups, and I'm going to highlight them as we do. I'm going to call this one right here. What happened? I got my phone right here. We're going to call this Christmas with Hank. And we're going to drop it in the Planet Hank locker room, the finest room. Chester VT, Mature Member Scanner, Keen Connections, MAGA Vermont, 802 Alliance, Vermont Uncensored, and that's enough. And now you guys are going to have to share that up. She says, Merry Christmas, everyone. And what I'm going to do is I head over to beautiful X. That's what we're doing. And we're going to share this bad boy up. If you're just getting in here, say what's up. I'm going to read some comments. It says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hank is the bestest of all. Man, we got a huge show. Philip says, looking sharp, dude. Look at that. That's how you get on. That's how you get on Santa's good little boy list. Being honest. This holiday season, you got to be honest. Get on that good Santa. Get on that good. Get on that good and get you some good presents. And speaking of presents, Merry Christmas from Planet Hank and the Bare Knuckle Boxing Hall of Fame. Scott Burp with the clutch cup. Look at this thing. So this week's show is going to be fire. We had our official Windham County Republicans Christmas party last night at Bar 580, and it was a hit. It was a massive success. Tons of people there. Santa was there. Kids were coming in, getting their pictures took with me and Santa. Look at me. The best elf from here to the North Pole. Okay? And I told the crowd, I told them, elves are Republicans. Okay? We work all year. We build toys. We're the magic behind Christmas. There's no miracle. It's Santa who is a liberal. All he does eats tons of cookies and gets fat and then flies around in his sleigh giving all of our toys away for free. Okay? To people who don't even know how to make them. They have no idea how to make those toys because they're too lazy. Thanks a lot, Santa. I don't know how people can afford, with grocery prices the way they are, to buy a bunch of cookies for a fat libtard named Santa. Okay? That guy doesn't need to be eating any cookies with egg prices like this. Jeremy Keys writes, feds are inches away from finding brown shooter. Found car in Salem, New Hampshire. Now, yes. This show is going to be as big as usual. And I always suggest that you head over to X and check it out, because a lot of times on X, the show blows up over there. All right? And this is going to be called the Christmas Special. And we've got a lot of good content coming on here. And I've got a video that I want to share with everybody about the finest news here in town, the Brattleboro news. And everybody knows that it's the finest news. He said, get this party started. Absolutely. Now, I'm trying to find the file, and I already know that I don't have it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go grab it for you. Boom, boom, boom. The video now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to break a news story for you real quick. So if you were driving around through town earlier today through Brattleboro and you saw a bunch of fire trucks, you saw a bunch of police racing around, check this video out. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. Here they go. The Planet Hank Media Collection Service is the finest content creation company in the world. So here we go, headed down Western Ave, and basically there was a tractor trailer that had a small fire, but mostly smoke and smell, and pulled over here at the fire truck. And basically when they got there, it was a big deal. But this is all it was. A tractor trailer had some sort of fire tire blowout on Western Ave, and they brought all the cars out. Not the biggest emergency, but here we are. It's Merry Christmas time on the greatest news, the greatest podcast, and I love it when you guys just sit there and you watch. You watch me like good boys and girls. Okay, and this week is a weird week. Why is it 50 degrees out? Why is it 50 degrees out right now? It was cold. It was down below zero the other week. Let's watch the weather. 38 degrees out. Tomorrow's going to be 55 degrees out and thunderstorm. Now listen, that snow out there, better pack a bag. You're gone, baby. They're kicking you out. You're out of here. Weekend's looking all right. 30s, 40s, 29. Rain again next week. That snow's gone. We're talking green grass. Better bust out the lawnmower. Okay? Straight up. Summertime again now, baby. 55 degrees in December. That's summertime in Vermont. That's straight up summertime. Like I'm going swimming. I'm going to do something other than hide out and burn oil all day. What's up with burning oil all day in your houses? We know that was terrible. So over last night was fire. Everybody who came out and enjoyed the wonderful, the absolutely finest Christmas party in the land, I commend you. That was a good choice. You know, that was a great choice on your part. And one thing that I wanted to highlight about what happened last night was we had a little charity that we did to benefit Brattleboro's very own Women's Freedom Center. Now, the Women's Freedom Center is a domestic violence-based service that helps women escape abusive relationships and everything. So what happens in communities is there is a bunch of kids that get displaced, and not on my watch are they going to lose out on Christmas morning because there are problems with their parents. There's a criminal and abusive situation happening. Absolutely not. So what we did with our Christmas parties, we did a little charity to benefit the Women's Freedom Center, and I asked everybody to bring gifts, and it was a huge success. And I was able to deliver. Look at this. These are all the presents we got. And I estimate this is around $1,000 worth of gifts. That is an 8-foot-long table, just to get perspective. There are large gifts on there. Those are nice gifts. And it filled my whole back seat up. And I dropped them off today with the Women's Freedom Center, and they were grateful, and it was an awesome moment. And so there you have it. Thank you to everybody who donated. This is a very nice thing that everybody contributed to. Giving all of these gifts to benefit children who are in a crappy situation is great. It's a great situation. And I'm proud of everybody who did it. And other than that, the party was a really good time too. I'll show you one other thing. Let me see what we got. This one kind of sums it up nicely right here. So we had the best Santa around. The best Santa, my buddy Roy Spalding. Huge shout out to Roy. You know, and there we are. Me, Hanky the Elf, and Roy as Santa. And check out the Christmas tree behind him. The Christmas tree behind me is fire. And so we had a bunch of people, and we allowed everybody to, we had a great time. And you could get pictures taken with Roy. Look at that. Look at my little decorations there. Doesn't that make me look extra fancy like that? Ooh, that matches me perfect. Got my ornaments out now. Let me drop some music in here. Let's have some fun. Did I already play that song? Yeah, I already played that. I just want to... There we go. gonna have to drink me a little coffee. I'm gonna have to drink me a little coffee. Merry Christmas, by the way. It is the season. You should have seen the people's face when I bought my Christmas tree from Agway. That's right, elves buy Christmas trees from Agway. Boy, were they all happy about Christmas when I went in there and bought that tree and a wreath. Let's read your comments. She said, Planet Hank elf ornaments would be fire. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. We need some Planet Hank elf ornaments. She says, very festive. He said, awesome job, by the way. He said, did you get some phone numbers from the ladies? The Women's Freedom Center is a hush-hush operation. So all we did was drop them prezzies off for the kiddos, benefiting the kids. I hope that makes a kid smile. I know all the people who had contributed to that charity fundraiser felt really good about doing that one, and so do I. I'm glad to do it. Say no more. And I told him, I think we'll do that every year. What do you say? Lauren says, the holiday event was amazing. And you got so many gifts for those kiddos. It was truly great in so many ways. Jeff Bush in the house. Who shout out to Cherokee Diversified. Check out them elf ears. These elf ears are way better than I thought they were going to be. They're comfortable. I might just wear them all the time. I feel like I look too good dressed like this for this only to be a one-time-a-year thing. I feel like I should just dress like an elf all year round. You know? I'll just dress like this. I'll do the news like this. Matter of fact, I'm going out filming crime dressed like this tonight. So, if you see me out filming crackheads on Flat Street, mind your business, okay? Or I'll put you on the naughty list. And Santa gonna fly right by your house. I got access to that list, and I'll scratch your name right off. I'll scratch that name right off that list quick. Add you to the naughty list. He says, yeah, what a great idea. Everything's a wonderful idea. Every single thing that elves come up with is a great idea. Obviously, that's why Christmas is such a hit. It's not Santa. It's elves making the presents that makes this great. That's the magic of the holiday season. It's me, Hank, making all this wonderful, and the toys that I make everybody in Brattleboro and beyond, all the way to the North Pole, is the Brattleboro News. The finest content. When you watch it, it makes you a patriot. It makes you happy. You can watch it over and over. You can share it with your friends. You could save it. You could fall in love with it over and over again. You know? This is not just a one-time thing. Santa is the one day a year dad, okay? He shows up once a year, eats all your cookies, drops some crappy gifts off and leaves. No. I nurture you all year long, every day with the Brattleboro News, keeping you informed about your communities, okay? And what better feeling would there be than having an elf on duty, keeping you informed and safe, and doing the right thing. I mean, it's the greatest thing that could ever happen during Christmas and during any time. I'm the greatest thing that ever happened to Brattleboro. If you think about it, look at me. Look at this. I'll cheers to that, okay? And I know you guys will too. And that is why I think it's very important for people in Brattleboro to step up. You know? It's time to step up. It's time to do the right thing. It's time to follow the lead of Kings Electric, the absolute finest electrical contractors. And what they do is they stand up for the truth. And when their customers see their logos on the Brattleboro News, they know that they are the good guys. You can trust Kings Electric. They are not radical liberals. They are not hiring a bunch of questionable individuals. This is an upstanding, fine American company, professionally run, the greatest in the land. My man Kresge's alignment off Canal Street. Get your cars brought in, serviced up, fixed up, tires, rotations, alignments, inspections, oil undercoats. Get it done at Kresge's if you're in Brattleboro. And obviously we got Rod's Towing and Repair. Out in Putney, fine American, God-fearing family, Republicans. They're towing stuff. They do all the towing for the police department. Very fine people. Real progress. Taking control. What you got to do is donate some money to Real Progress. And what that does is helps us fight back. It helps us fight back against the BS in our communities. We got MOB, Pilot Car LLC, my man Mike O'Brien, always doing the right thing, sticking up for the Brattleboro News. I commend you, fine sir. MOB in the house. The Brattleboro News Recap Show streaming on all platforms. So, now the next thing is this. I've got a very important news story. Now, let's not forget what the mission is here, okay? We all know what the mission is, right? The mission is to inform the public of all the boys and girls on the naughty list who aren't getting any presents, maybe a lump of coal. They're down on Flat Street. They're up in the hotels. They're being naughty. They're being bad, okay? And this girl right here is no different. Now, these reels and these stories that I put out are unlike anything that anybody's ever seen on the internet, and they're far greater than anything. And this is why the Brattleboro News and Planet Hank have been blowing up with the views. Share it up. Time to jump on board with this. If you got a business, sponsor this. There is absolutely nobody else getting views like this anywhere around here that you could attach your business to. It's simple math, and this video is no different. And enjoy. Brattleboro, Vermont. Brattleboro police were conducting a patrol on Flat Street in downtown. Now, Flat Street is a street in our downtown area where a lot of our drug usage happens. A lot of crime goes down there. We've got the Brattleboro Transportation Center, the bus stop. We've got the Preston lot. And we've got the CF Church parking lot. So officers ran her name, and they know her from several previous engagements, including a situation that I covered where she was throwing all of her belongings out of her apartment second floor window and ended up getting a disorderly conduct citation.
If it's not taken care of, then we're
Hey, we'll
going
be
to
gone
address
as soon as we
that.
get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So they ran her name, and it was revealed that she had an active state of Vermont warrant for failure to appear on an unlawful trespass charge.
Hurry, we get a warrant. Please. Hurry, please. Please. I won't let go. You can look in my jacket freely. You're hurting me. I'm trying to tell you I am.
I'm trying to get you not to hit you every time
I'm
I
not
have
telling
you.
you. You're gonna cry.
Look forward then.
So when I showed up, I ran over and started filming, and she was screaming and crying. Yo. What kind of... Okay? Honestly, what kind of BS is that? It wouldn't play. It wouldn't play. Okay? And I know this is one of y'all's fault. I know it. Okay? You might as well confess now, and we'll void out some of your presents. Woo. Not all of your presents. Okay? Just be honest. Woo, it's hot. I got to take the sweater off. Okay? But got them spenders up, though. Now, you need to, what you ought to be doing is if you've got any kids or you've got anybody who you would like me right now to address in a special holiday message, okay? This is your, probably for most of you, I could bail you out because you got nothing for any of your friends or family because you're bad. And that's why you're on the naughty list. But if you put their name up and ask me to say a special holiday message from Hanky the elf, the best elf too, by the way, okay? I make all the content of all the presents at the North Pole, okay? I'm viral on toys from the North Pole. I'm the viral elf, okay? I'm their YouTube influencer. I'm the elf influencer, okay? So if you want me to say something that you can screenshot to one of your family members, put it up, and I will make the special holiday message just for you, okay? I will do it for you guys. You want to know why? Because I absolutely love all of you. So let's read these comments. We got the banner back up. He says, what kind of Temu elf are you? He goes, Hank the elf. He goes, yes, he really needs to make it a reel too. He says, that's electrifying. He says, elf on a shelf on PD. Start throwing. Man, I do kind of look like elf on a shelf. Okay? Says, are you high? I feel high. I feel high. I'm high on Christmas spirit. He says, hashtag women propaganda. Cheers, Hayden. Cheers. And what Hayden really needed was an elf like Hank there, because I would have buried that dude for smacking you. I would have buried him. Hook it up, Hayden. Fly your boy Hank out. I'm a purple belt in elf jiu-jitsu, and that penguin would have been slammed on his head. The Planet Hank live show, the greatest, the very best, the finest news entertainment in the land, a special holiday special. He said, Dollar General elf. Now listen. That was uncalled for. That was uncalled for. Are you kidding me? Now you're on the naughty list. You will get nothing. Not a candied cane. No tinsel, no toys, no Legos. You'll get nothing. You'll get coal. And I'm going to crush the coal up and throw it. It'll be coal dust, which is nasty, and it gets all over everything. He said, get Hank on the scene. America first. Yeah. Plus, he says, my bad. My bad. Oh, don't apologize. He said, neither will you with that receding hairline. Well, hey, buddy, guess what? I am a beautiful little elf. And I don't need hair, frankly. Because, one day when I shave it down bald Bic, you know how badass it's going to make me look? I'm going to look like the best elf ever. I'm going to look like Stone Cold the Elf. Okay? And I'm going to drink eggnog like those beers. And you're going to love it. Okay? Because this year, when you're on the naughty list, Mr. Brent, when you're on the naughty list this year, you're going to learn your lesson the hard way, mister. And by next year, I guarantee you, you are going to be on the good boy list again. She said, coal dust equals no barbecue. That's a fine point. No barbecue. Now, listen to this. I got a news story to tell you. The best. We got our very own Vermont's Green Mountain Boys. Our F-35s are headed down, okay, to the Caribbean. Vermont remains one of America's most progressive states, represented by independent Senator Bernie Sanders. But we all know he's a libtard. He's not independent. Democratic Senator Peter Welch and Democratic Rep. Becca Balin. All vocal critics of military interventions. Rapid deployment sparks outrage amongst the liberals. As does everything, right? And our Green Mountain Boys are so badass. Look at this. Bobbing to that song too. The rock just hit me perfect. That was like some like Nickelback. The best rock band in the world by far, Nickelback, would have been clutch right there on them F-35As. Headed down to Puerto Rico in mid-December 2025 has infuriated the Vermont Democrats, who see it as President Trump's unilateral escalation without congressional approval. Like boring. You don't want to send, you don't want to send the F-35s down? Why? Didn't you see the video we just played? Operation Southern Spear seen as pretext for regime pressure. Officially a counter-narcotics and anti-terrorism mission, the operation is widely viewed on the right as necessary pressure on Nicolas Maduro's regime blamed for drug trafficking and migration crisis. But Vermont liberals decry it as a march to war against non-threatening Venezuela. BS. Why are they always crying for the criminals? Okay? Fentanyl kills millions of Americans. And if not, it's like 800,000 a year or some ridiculous number of people overdosing on fentanyl. And they are crying because two or a few drug smugglers are getting bombed when they have super race boats stacked with, like, get out of my face. It makes no sense. You're backwards on every issue, every time. Senator Peter Welch called the deployment illegal, stating any war with Venezuela requires Congress's authorization. as it has not attacked us and is not a source of the fentanyl killing Americans. Then where's it coming from? If you're so smart about it, maybe we ought to check Senator Welch's house. Okay, maybe we ought to check his boat. What's up, bud? How do you know? How are you so sure with your big, overly sized, weird teeth and your funky looking like you eat egg salad sandwiches self? What do you know about drugs and where they're smuggled from? You're not an expert on anything, especially not that. Clearly, take a peek around Burlington and Brattleboro. It's insane here. Becker Bellin expressed zero notice or clarity on the mission, calling it intolerable and opposing authorized actions during the holidays. Bernie warned against endless wars, accusing Trump of hypocrisy and oligarchy. Bernie, shut up. You're not getting any holiday cookies. And why do I know that if you ate cookies, they'd be oatmeal raisin? Okay, Bernie, we know you'd be eating oatmeal raisin cookies. You're not cool enough for peanut butter or chocolate chip. Definitely not Christmas cookies. No, he'd have old, weird oatmeal raisin cookies. And probably awful. Disgusting cookies made by his wife. You know she can't actually make a cookie. No. Michael Joseph writes, Maduro has stolen $5 trillion. Well, that's a start. Okay? We should get that money back. Imagine if we got that back and we put it in Bitcoin. You know what I mean? We'd be moon boys. We took $5 trillion, let Trump throw that on Bitcoin, you know, and Tesla. Come on, baby. Tesla's skyrocketing right now. Bitcoin's not looking great. It could use $5 trillion. So Vermont Democratic Party cries about the F-35s going down there to bomb out Venezuela, which, buddy, I'd rather have them boys blowing up boats out in the ocean than blowing up crap out in the Middle East or Ukraine or Israel and Hamas and whatever, Palestine. Let them blow up some boats that help us. We need to defend against this drug crap, close the borders, and there's scuttlebutt going around about how, they're going to make it a weapon of mass destruction. Smuggling fentanyl should be, you're a terrorist and that's a weapon of mass destruction, Get this stuff out of here. Here, look, we're going to do it old school style. Get it out of here. Get that out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. We got to get Trump's oil back. Yeah. He says, Welch's low T, estrogen-filled weakling. I agree with you. Who elected that guy? Like, how did you vote for him? And you're like, yeah, that's my guy. There's this weirdo. Looks like Orville Redenbacher. And you're out here voting for him. Absolutely not. And I know he can't even eat popcorn with those teeth. Those big, chunky teeth. He hits a kernel. That thing's going to snap one of those babies out. And we know that Congress isn't going to be able to afford to get that sucker fixed. You know what I mean? They're going to need to sub that out to like North Korea or something to get that made cheap enough. They should ask Chuck Schumer about his interactions with the law, making it legal to blow up drug boats in 1986. I know, they're so full of it. They're just mad because it's Trump and Pete Hegseth. Critics are arguing Vermont liberals prioritize reflexive anti-Trump resistance and pacifism over supporting troops fighting drug cartels and authoritarian regimes, ignoring the F-35's role in protecting American interests. Exactly. They just want to bitch. They just want to have TDS. They don't care. If Obama was flying F-35s down there to blow up drug boats, these people would be excited. They'd be watching it on MSNBC with Rachel Maddow. Okay, they'd be eating their avocado toast and drinking their chai lattes, you know, with their partner, watching F-35s blow drug boats off the face of the planet for climate change. You know? If we could prove that fentanyl raised the carbon emissions on Earth, Bernie Sanders would fly one of those F-35s down there himself and blow Maduro right out of his freaking mansion. Okay? Local F-35 noise complaints tie into broader the progressives up here. The F-35s do takeoffs up at the air base here in Vermont. We have like the biggest, we have the best, we got the Green Mountain Boys up here. We have the best fighter jets, got the best air base. We literally handle business up here. We got all the fighter jets up here. And guess what? The angry, miserable liberals are mad that they have badass fighter jets taken off by their houses. People drive for thousands of miles to get up there to film that. And you're down here whining about it just because you are mad. Ridiculous. But I'm all about it. I want to see some more badass F-35 deployment videos, some footage coming out. We got them. Let's use them. Now, he said TDS. Now, listen. Trump did something that was pretty dope, okay? Tiller writes, half the climate change efforts are awful for the climate. And I'm not convinced they actually give a crap about anything. Of course not. All the climate change crap that they love so much is just a way for them to create nonprofits, for them to funnel money in to influence politics. If you can have a bunch of fake climate change nonprofits set up, you get tons of them, and then you can funnel money in, and all of those entities can contribute to campaigns. Each one can contribute, and so they can funnel endless dollars that they know are going to go to their candidate of choice. It's BS. They robbed us. They're robbing us. But Trump's got our back, okay? And this goes out to all you moderate Dems who still have TDS. You guys are out of your minds. Okay, Trump's given $1,776. Okay, December 17th, President Trump announced a special one-time warrior dividend bonus of $1,776 for over 1.45 million military service members just in time for Christmas. The patriotic symbolism behind the amount. 1776 figure honors the year of America's founding, giving the whole new modern meaning to 1776. As Trump put it, recognizing the sacrifices of our warriors who defend freedom and Christmas. Okay, because without these guys, there would be no Christmas. There'd be no presents. There'd be no North Pole. Who qualifies? Eligible, approximately 1.28 million active duty members and 174,000 reservists on extended active orders, pay grades 06 and below. Good. They ain't giving it to... No, you're a general. You're a colonel. You're not getting that. No. Covering enlisted personnel, warrant officers, and most commissioned officers up to colonel or captain equivalent. That's awesome. A tax-free boost, extra prezzies for the kids, and you know, some travel. Like you need a plane ticket and everything. It's expensive. If you're in the service and you're stationed in California, you got to fly home to see the family. Tickets are $1,000, $1,500. You know what I mean? And all the alcohol and all the food on the plane's expensive. It's like $25 for a couple shots. Made possible by strong leadership. And of course, Pete Hegseth praises the move. Department of War Pete Hegseth highlighted Trump's unwavering commitment to our warriors. And I'm with it. And of course, here we go. The liberals are having meltdowns over the bonus. Left-wing media and Democrats are in full meltdown mode. falsely claiming the Warrior dividend is repackaged housing funds rather than new tariff money, with outlets like The Atlantic labeling Trump's address a fear-drenched rant. I hate them, and you should too. You should be supporting the big guy in the White House hooking it up for Christmas for our Warriors. 1776, the Warrior dividend. I say that's some USA. USA. That was worthy. Trump is on the good boy list. Okay, he's on the good boy list. He's going to get some extra prezzies. Okay? And the liberals, they're on the naughty list. You're getting nothing. You're getting nothing. And the way I figure it, you've gotten everything for free all year round. Every day's Christmas for half of these liberals. Getting their benefits, get everything handed to them. They get to have meltdowns in public and crash out like Caitlin Buckham in the middle of the library in a select board. No consequences. Nothing. They lie on their permits. Now, a reminder, December 22nd, 6:15 here at the Municipal, we need the patriots of this town to show up and shut down that 69 Alpha drug den BS hangout. The biggest lie about that topic is they said, oh, well, you know, this is a need because there's all these homeless. We don't need that in the town. They are mischaracterizing their service as a need that we have. They have this place to fill the gap of a need that we have that we can't. We do not need a drug den. We don't need a place. What is with liberals? Like, don't they have a place they can go hang out? What are you talking about? We do not need to be, as a town, providing a place for druggies to go hang out. That's not what needs to happen. We need to be like worried. Let's get some solutions. Let's get some treatments. Half of the drug addicts need their licenses. Like, they can't get licensed. They're homeless. They have no paperwork. They don't have any birth certificates, IDs. They can't get a license. They can't even get a job. They can't do anything. Like, that's a simple fix. Let's work on some of the simple stuff rather than having all the liberal activists go downtown lie. They lied on their permit. They wrote it's an art space, and they turned it into a drop-in center, a homeless shelter. It's ridiculous. No consequences. But so that's December 22nd at 6:15, and everybody got to be there to go make some noise and basically be like, absolutely, we need to change the bylaws and the zoning and what's permitted usage downtown to conditional usage. So we can add some rules. Like, you can't have this, you can't do this. We need to be able to stop other places and that place once we prove that they lied on their permit, and they need to change it and get slotted into conditional use. He had for the elf. Then thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody, especially America First, especially Americans, especially everybody who's actually my friend, especially all of you people who are not my friends, and you're all on the naughty list. Who needs a Christmas message? Merry Christmas to Jeff Bush and his entire family, from Hanky the Elf to the very best elf with the best podcast. Okay, I'm an elf influencer straight out of the North Pole. What I tell Santa to do, he does. And now, Jeff Bush, you will have a wonderful Merry Christmas and blessed with extra presents that I had my elf buddies make down in the shop, okay? Everybody can go. Everybody can go. Vermont doesn't even contribute a whole 1% to whole global warming shit. Go yell at China and let us use firewood. Exactly. That whole thing is a sham up here. God hates you on YouTube, right? Celebratory. Okay. The Planet Hank. Let's get some good. Oh,
The Brattleboro News Recap Show on Planet Hank.
let's drop this. The Brattleboro News Recap.
Just give me the word, You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play.
Jeff Moore writes, send Jeff Bush, Ms. Sanders, a cookie. We'll get you one of them oatmeal raisins, baby. We'll get you a nice moist oatmeal raisin cookie from Bernie Sanders' wife. We need more people saying Merry Christmas in Vermont. We need more people standing up against the co-op and the nonprofits. We got to get them out of here. We got to vote for Santa, not Scrooge, okay? We got to vote for elves. The elves are the Republicans. The workers. Christmas is all about the elves, baby. And Planet Hank is no different. The finest elf podcast. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that they love elves more than Santa. F Santa. What do y'all get me for Christmas? What do y'all get me for Christmas? Probably nothing. But we all know that Hanky is the best boy in all of Vermont, making Vermont great again, making it a wonderful time for everybody. Big shout out to everybody who watches me every time I do anything. I love having you guys be a part of it. Let's throw up a little picture of me there. Look at Christmas was awesome. And what I'm going to do, okay, I am going to ask some of the finest people to put up 3 dog emojis in the chat. Now, those are all the presents we donated to the Women's Freedom Center. But what I want you guys to donate to my best boy ever, okay? And we see him here already. I've got his delicious milk bone. And so I'll expect people to put up 3 dog emojis in the chat. 3 dog emojis. 3 people put 3 dog emojis in the chat, and I will give this boy right here his bone, his Christmas bone. Oh, what a good boy. Oh, yes, you are a good boy. That's 2. Someone else, 3 dog emojis, or I'm eating it. He won't get nothing. This boy will get nada. 1, 2. I need someone else. Let's go. Or you're going on the naughty list. Now, Marco, we know you're a good boy. Terry, that's a present. That's not 3 dog emojis. That is not 3 dog emojis. There we go. That's a daddy's good boy. Yes, there he goes. He got his Christmas bone. And I love you guys. Now, I want to make sure that everybody knows something. I want you to know something. Don't be mad at Hank. Don't be mad at me. I'm a good boy. I am a good boy, and you all know that. Me and Marco, just stellar. We are stellar. The dynamic duo. Okay? Nobody does it better. Not around here, they don't. We need our own movie franchise. Okay? We need a series. Marco and Hank, fight back. Make it happen. Hollywood, Hollyweird. Marco is the best boy ever. Hashtag Team Hank. And I tend to agree with your rhetoric. Okay? We know that. We know that. Now remember this, though. Everybody forget. They mad. We are happy. Never forget that. Never forget that. Thursday, Merry Christmas, 8 p.m., the Planet Hank live show. The best elf you ever seen in your lives, okay? Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching every year, huh? Thanks for watching the Brattleboro News. Now get off my live stream.
Planet Hank Live. The absolute finest entertainment on the internet. Join us in fighting back against evil.
It's hotter than a blacktop in July, sweating like a sinner in a church, and I just wanna get out with my crew tonight and shoot up the lights. Got a couple 40s full of hops and fun, looking for a good time, gotta live it up. Leave behind the city, hop inside my truck.